is a great guest. This guest right here is my special guest, my A#1, my numero uno guest. My sugar pie honey, but my sweetness and my weakness. Yeah, yes, sir. My wife and I have been messing with this thing now together for over 20 years. Levu is the fruit of the tree we planted 22 years ago, 23 years ago, and there's more, and you're gonna be there too. I've traveled the world with this woman. We still got a few more places to go.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, my daughter brought home a little Ethiopian girl. She's going to the same college she's going to. She lives in Stillwater. And, you know, we had planned to go to Ethiopia before the bombing started and all this craziness. And so we have to postpone our plans to go to Ethiopia. But they're not canceled. But I want you to give my wife a big round of applause as she comes. And I'm going to let her, we went through the book and shared a little bit about the 5 parts of self. So I'm going to let you go as you're led to go. You're looking good today.
Thank you.
Come on up and get some love. Give us
All right. Get my camera out of there. Take a couple of photos, or little short photos and short videos. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, sweetie.
How are you doing? Good.
You all mic'd up?
Huh?
You all mic'd
I'm
up?
all mic'd up.
Okay. All right.
How are they doing?
No, they're good.
Yeah,
They're good.
this is yours.
Okay.
They've been doing their homework.
Yeah, you know, I'm especially impressed with those who've been reading the book and grabbing some jewels out of there.
Okay.
Mike's been grabbing some jewels out of there.
Okay. Very, very good. Very, very good. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you, Mr. Baker?
Okay, good.
Good, 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 Mr. Smith. Good to meet you. Hey, Mr. Harris. Look, I know you. Good, good, good. Mr. Williams, good to see you. How are you, Mr. Ward? All is well? Jertson? Very
You're
good.
one of the first people since I got to Minneapolis that has pronounced my last name right the first time around.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it's nice to meet you, sir. Mr. Tao, nice to meet you. Mr. Smith, nice to meet you. And this is Mr. Erickson. Good to meet you as well. Good. You met Lee Wu, who's amazing. On the inside and now on the outside, we called him Lee Wu the Guru. Because as a student teacher, and my husband probably told you this, but when we teach on the inside, you first start as a student, and then you've got to pass the class, right? And then after you've passed the class, if we think you really got it, and sometimes you don't, you know, sometimes you got to go through this thing a couple times, right? You just got to go through it a couple of times. You don't get it the first time. Sometimes you're not even ready. And the thing about this information, it is life transforming. You're going to change. You will never, ever be the same, Mr. Williams. You're going to change. Your life's going to change. Because this work and this word is designed to change you. There's a difference between information, knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. We get a lot of information. We get a lot of information. Some of us get some knowledge. Some of us get some understanding. And some of us get some wisdom. Now, when you move through that series, where you move from just getting the information, right now you read the book, you got some information. Some of you leaned in and got some knowledge. And how do I know you got knowledge? Because I don't know that you know it until you do it. So until you start doing what that little purple book says, it's just information. And then when you actually start applying it, not only to your life right now, but to all your situations, at work, at home, now you're getting some understanding. Like really knowing how this thing works. And then when you start now teaching this to somebody else, you're now getting some wisdom. So you're now at the information stage, which is important. A lot of people don't even get this information. How many of you, this is your first time hearing anything like this in your life? First time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? Because it's new information. Now it's time for this knowledge. Really get it. And don't tell me, some people say, well, I know, Dr. Verna. No, you don't know. You don't know until you do it. Until you are actually making this thing work for you, Mr. Ward, you don't know it. You just got a whole bunch of information, right? So this work is about transformation. Say transformation. Transformation. See, if you, Mr. Baker, can transform your life, getting a job won't be an issue for you. Because the truth of the matter is that the job will come looking for you. You will no longer have to look for the money, Mr. Smith. The money will start come looking for you. Why? Because it's a natural progression. Success brings more success, brings more success, brings more success. Just get a little bit of it, Mr. Heron, and there's going to be more of it coming, more of it coming, more of it coming. Before you know, you're going to look up and you won't even remember these times. There'll just be a simple memory back there somewhere. Why? Because you have tapped into something, into that place where you are now a person with true knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. So when I see people, and it takes the judgment out of it, because you don't know what you don't know. So I can't judge you on what you don't know. I really can't. So my brothers and sisters, when I walk over here from the office, and I'm seeing they're laid out from fentanyl, they're laid out from just really, it's like watching people commit suicide. It really is. That is what drug addiction is. It's slow attempts to commit suicide. And just watching them. And I think to myself, what do they know? What did they hear? What did they learn? What do they understand? Right? I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to say, what do they know? Do they know enough? Because when you've learned enough, Mr. Erickson, you know not to go back. You see what I'm saying? Because you know some things now. Because you know what's on the other side of that.
Yeah, both sides.
Both sides. And now now you got wisdom. You can say, you know what? Hard, painful earned. Painful earned. And the shortest distance to your success is to do the work. Say, do the work. Do the work. It's the shortest distance to your success is to do the work. It's the shortest. That means, Mr. Smith, you got to make up your mind that you're going to do this thing. And that there's nothing that's going to keep you from doing it. And there is no one who's going to keep you from doing it. Right? All right. So I'm always amazed by our REEP team because there's a lot of people that say they want to be in the course. And then you know what? It's not about starting, it's about finishing, isn't it? This thing is about finishing. Because a lot of people want to start things. It's actually really easy, Mr. Tao, to start anything. Start a garden, but do you get the corn? Huh? You can't get the corn until you do the work to get to the harvest. And I'm amazed by people who want to harvest and you ain't ever done no work. You ain't done no work. You ain't gotten up early. You still on your cell phone playing Roblox or P-Blocks or whatever you guys play on that thing. Scrolling 500 times a day. Right? Hanging out. Just hanging out. Just wasting time. And you know that time is the real money. Mrs. Smith, did you say that? Did you say real money? Huh? You just said it? Okay, good. Because you got to know what time is. Right? So when you get to the place where you say, you know what, it's time for me to do the work, that is when change comes. Now, the Department of Corrections and the Department of Economic Development, those folk, what they say to us is, now we want you to get them a job. But the truth is that, are you prepared for a job? Because the worst thing I can do for you, Mr. Heron, is to take you and put you in an employment situation that you're not ready for. You know why? Because you're not ready. You are not ready. Because when you are ready, the job will find you. So on Friday, when you meet the employers, they're going to know Mr. Heron's ready. Because they can tell. They can actually tell from how you look, how you carry your body, how you just show up. You know? Put those shoulders back, open up those eyes, act like you know who you really are. And if you don't know who you really are, you will by the end of today. You hear what I'm saying to you, Mr. Ward? I just got a little time to do what I got to do up in here. And we got some work to do. Yes? First of all, I want to make sure, because you all been working with Brother Shane, and he's amazing. How many of you, you're tired of your life the way it is right now? You're tired. You're tired of it. Okay? Now you got to be honest about that. Because until you're tired of it, you will not want to change it. And I can't change it for you. How are you, Mr. Harris? Good. Nice to meet you. Glad you came back in. I think I saw you around the corner, right? Okay. You got to be tired of it. Whatever it is. You're done. You're like done. It's kind of like when, before guns and drugs proliferated our schools and little kids actually had guns and knives, to shoot somebody in the playground, which is ridiculous, by the way. And it's a horrible state of affairs for our people. A child should not have to go to school and wonder if they're going to come back home alive. It's wrong. It's wrong in our sight and it's wrong in God's sight. It's just wrong. Before that, on the playground, if you had a situation with somebody, you just drew a line in the sand and said, you better not cross over here. Right? Because if you cross over here, I'm going to punch you out. You better not cross over here. That was your line in the sand. Like, listen, right here. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not going over this line. And see, for some of you, you haven't put a line in the sand. You haven't put a line in the sand. You're just wandering through life. There's no line for you. So you're forever crossing over into places where you're not supposed to be. Well, you know you were before. Right? So everybody has, you already talked about this, past. You talked about the past, the present, and the future. Did you talk about that?
On the other side of the board.
Very, very good. Let me look at that on the side of the board. Wow. I can always tell what's happened. When you flip it for me, I want to see everything. Making sure. Because my husband leaves it on the board. Which, yeah. This is good stuff right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. This is good. Okay. 8 steps to the good life. This is good. Looks like he started with habits. This is awesome. Okay. Good. All right. I think we're ready. Go ahead, stand up on your feet. Just wanted to make sure you were in there. Stand up on your feet. Okay. Put your hand on your heart. You're going to talk to yourself for a minute. Put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. Say it loud and say it proud. This is my life.
This is my life.
That's not loud enough. I think you can do better. Okay? This is my life.
This is my life.
And I get to change it.
And I can change it.
When I want to.
When I want to.
How I want to.
How I want to.
If I want to.
If I want to.
Because my Creator gave it to me.
Because my Creator gave it to me.
And that makes me
That makes me
very valuable,
very valuable,
very important,
Very important.
Very lovable.
Very lovable.
And extremely powerful.
Extremely powerful.
And nobody.
And nobody.
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 And nothing.
And nothing.
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 No thing.
No thing.
Can ever change that.
Can ever change that.
Did you get that? Did you get that? When you want to, how you want to, if you want to. When you want to, how you want to, if you want to. I have no control over any of those things. That is not my job. My job is to motivate you and give you information, and hopefully you will take it as knowledge so that you will be ready for the when, so that you work on the how, and so that you have the heart to say, yes, I will be changed forever and for the good. You hear what I'm saying to you, Mr. Harris? That your life will never be the same as of today, and it is 1:19.5 p.m. It's over now. Draw your line. Draw your line. So when you sit down, I want you to put today's date on, and my name is Dr. Verna, and then I want you to write one thing, thank you so much, one thing that you know you must change in your life right now if you want your life different. Okay? Go ahead and sit down and write it down. One thing. You may be able to think of 10. I just want one. Okay? Ready? Just do one thing. Give me a small thing, it can be a big thing, but you just need one thing. You need to be very clear about it. Okay? You ready? Almost? All right. You're gonna have a conversation with one other person about your one thing. In the conversation, this is not a judgment conversation. This is not a conversation where you're asking them why. Well, why is this and why that? No, you're simply listening to their one thing. Okay? And as you talk about your one thing, you can talk about it however you want to. But it's important to talk about it. Just your one thing. Okay? So you all, of course, you all know this by now, that this is a sacred space. So whatever is said in here stays in here. It goes no further. And just so you know, whatever Brother Shane and I, hear from you, or in our courses, or as we work with you in case management, it goes no further. It just stays with us. And the only reason why we want you to talk about it, because there's science behind this. There's science behind this. So that I know it's going to work. Okay? So, you two have a conversation about your one thing. You two have a conversation. You two are together. You two are together. You two together. Go ahead and have a conversation. My hand up means let's go ahead and come back together. All right? Talk about your one thing. So just sit with that. Just kind of sit with that. That's your story. That's what you want to change. So what I'm going to walk you through is actually how to bring about that change, right? Whatever change it might be. I'm going to walk you through it, okay? And it's not only information, it's like science, I'm telling you. And it works every time, every time. So we all start right here. This is kind of a timeline of your life, right? We all start here at birth, and this is 0 to 10, okay? Critical years, critical years. So between the ages of 0 to 10, you would have learned, according to the science, almost everything you need to know that's going to happen in your life will happen between 0 and 10. Okay? So it's important to go and take a look at that yourself. Now, between 0 and 10, you have a couple of things happening. First of all, you were all born into some sort of family, correct? There's a family. Now, let me just say right now that to do this work, you must forgive. You can't do this work without forgiveness. And you have to forgive right away. And I'm not asking you to forget. You may never forget. Because it's in you now. It's planted in you. Because the brain is so amazing, Mr. Baker, is that everything that's happened in you is still in you. It's still in your mind. It's still coiled up in your brain somewhere, right? So it's important that there's a difference between forgiving and forgetting. You may still remember, but forgiving is saying that whatever they did, however they did it, I am forgiving them for that. And I'm releasing myself from that pain, whatever the pain may be. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, you're releasing it. So what happens in that moment, when you release yourself by forgiving, and for some of you, it's forgiving work is very hard work to do. It's very painful work to do. Because to forgive, you have to face what it is that you're forgiving. Are you forgiving abuse? Are you forgiving neglect? Are you forgiving the fact that they didn't care anything? Did they just give you up? What are you forgiving them for? You have to be specific. I forgive my parents for abandoning me. I forgive my parents for, you have to forgive them. No matter, even if you don't even know your parents, you had some. There's a woman who pushed when the doctor said pushed, and you were the outcome. So whether you know her, whether you like her, whether you have any feelings about her, none of that is in this conversation. The fact is that she pushed and you're here, and that is good enough right now. Now, you forgive and you release. You forgive and you release. Because what happens is when you hold on with unforgiveness, Mr. Williams, is that you don't allow yourself to move forward. You just stay right there. And you come back to it time and time and time again. And where you live is in, even though you may be 45 years old, you're still 9. You're still 8. You're still 6. You're still 5. So in between here, your family has a lot of influence. Some families are amazing, adders. Some families are not, subtractors. Some families were helpful, adders. Some families actually taught you. They put a gun in your hand. They actually gave you your first dose of marijuana, or your first dose of cocaine, or your first drink. It was your family. Your mama, your daddy, your aunties, your uncles. The real deal. Some families, maybe, were subtractors. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you know it. And you face it in the reality of it. So most people in this process, you don't even get past 0 to 10. You're still a 9-year-old. I'm talking to a 25-year-old, but you're still a 9-year-old because you're still thinking about what happened to you in this times. So the biggest thing in 0 to 10 is to know what it is, and to forgive it and or celebrate it. Okay? So in this next conversation you're going to have, right? The conversation is simply one good thing that you got out of your family. Because no matter how much of a subtractor your family might have been, or how much of an adder your family might have been, there's still some things in your family that helped you. I'll use my mother, for example, right? My mother was a single mother with 3 children, all with no husband. What is the best thing? And my mother went home to be with the Lord November 8th, 2024 at 1:36 p.m. She was still driving her own car. She was dressed up. She was going to Walmart. She parked her car. She was driving her 78-year-old friend. They were going to Walmart to shop. And she told her friend, Mr. Williams, she said, you know, I think this is as far as I can go. And she went home to be with the Lord. She went home to be with the Lord while she was still going. But when my mother was a young woman and she had 3 children out of wedlock with no husband and she was a maid, she needed to do something with us. What did she do with us? She sent us to our grandmother, to my grandmother. It was the best thing she did, Mr. Tao. As a matter of fact, I would not be standing here today had it not been for my mother's decision. Because my grandmother, Mr. Smith, taught me some stuff that is so deep. I was wise by the time I was 15 because she had put so much in me. Right? And people will say to me, well, Dr. Verna, how do you know to say that? I don't know, Mr. Baker. It's just in me. It just comes through my pores, literally, Mr. Ward. It just comes out. It's just like you can actually feel it like coming into you. You can, can't you? Why? Because it's fire in my bones, Mr. Harris. You see what I'm saying? It's there. It's there. It was the best decision my mother did. Right? So I learned to be thankful, even though I was being raised by my grandmother, not my mother. That was something that I was thankful for. So as you look into your family, 0 to 10, there was something good that they did. And you have to find at least one good thing. Because you cannot build a life, you cannot change your life focused only on what went wrong. You got to find at least one thing. Why? Because success brings more success. So you got to find at least one thing you can build on. So as you think about this and you have this next conversation, just think about one thing that your family did that was good for you and one thing your family did that was not good for you. Okay? Are you ready? Be for real, for raw. It stays in this room. Are you ready? Go ahead and have a conversation with your talking partner. Okay? All right, let's talk as a large group. So from 0 to 10, because these are the pivotal years of your life, 0 to 10. So almost everything that you're learning about life, you're learning it from 0 to 10. So it's important, first of all, to just know the facts of that time. Just what are the facts? That's the information of that time, right? The second thing is that if there's forgiveness to be done, get the forgiveness done and do it quickly. And if it takes a year to forgive, keep on, and actually physically say it. I forgive such and such. I forgive them. I forgive them. Every time a memory comes up, I forgive them. I forgive them. I forgive them. I forgive them. Right? And for those of you who are people of faith, sometimes you need strength to forgive because it's so hard. Right? You have to ask. You have to ask your Creator. It's like, Lord, please help me to forgive them. Please help me to forgive them. And then you make a decision to forgive. Okay? And then the last thing that you get out of your 0 to 10 years is you get the lessons. You get the lessons. So what do you think you were being taught? Which lessons can you take from that time and put into your life right now? What are those lessons right now that you can put into your life right now? The other thing too is that in these lessons here, you're going to figure out what is it that traps you emotionally. And I'm going to call it your traps. Okay? These are emotional traps. Okay? What is it that you learned that traps you still? Okay? So, in the lessons that you've learned, which of those lessons are you going to? And I'm actually 0 to 10. This is 11 to, I'd say this is about 11 to, actually really more like 11 to, I'm going to put 11 to 13 here. Okay? So this is puberty stuff. Okay? And in puberty stuff, everything is about other people. Everything. Because when between the ages of 11 and 13, the only thing that you really focus on is what people think about you. What others think. Okay? Now you can be 50 years old and I can tell when you're stuck in puberty still. Because you're so concerned about what other people think about you. And your whole world is really about, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? And so here, the reason why this here time is such a huge peer pressure time is because you're afraid that if you don't do what your friends are doing, that you won't be what's called accepted. Which for an 11 to 13-year-old is the greatest fear in life, is not to be accepted. So you will do whatever it takes for someone to say that you are okay, or that they are your friend. Now, depending on what happened here, you're going to end up with a certain group here, right? Depending on what happened over here, you're going to end up here. Now, during this time, then you're going to move on to 14, and I'm going to say 14 to actually about 24, okay? Your brain, if you put your brain, just put your hand in the back of your brain, right here. Just feel right here. Mr. Jerson, just feel right here, the back of your brain, the very back right here. Right here, right here. Okay? Okay, does anyone know what that's called?
Cranium.
Well, it's your brainstem. There's a scientific word for it. It's called your amygdala. Okay? Your amygdala is your emotional center. It's your fight or flight. So when you feel as though something's about to happen, Mr. Tao, your amygdala is going to flare up, and then you're going to go into this fight or flight. Okay? Now, listen very carefully. Based on what happened here and the facts about your situation here, your amygdala will take you right back to here. And it's as if you never left. Your emotional center, right? So, and when your amygdala flares up, put your hand on the front of your head, okay? When your amygdala flares up, the front of your head is called your prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is where you make decisions. Watch carefully. Mr. Jertson, because what's your age? Perfect. I am so glad you are here today. It's going to change everything for you. Listen very carefully. So when your amygdala flares up, for whatever reason, it could be simple, Mr. Harris. It could be simple. You could smell a smell that reminds you of something and get you trapped right into your amygdala. And all of a sudden, it just flared up. It's like it's on fire. And then you go into a whole thing, and you will go right back to where you were right here. You'll go right back because it's what? Your amygdala's on fire. And what happens is that your prefrontal cortex, this here shuts down. The prefrontal cortex is where you make decisions about your life, Mr. Smith. It's where your values are. What's important? What's not important? What is priceless to you? What in your life money can't buy? This is where these decisions are being made. But if your amygdala is flared up all the time, Because you are trapped in your emotions, you can't even make a decision.
Is it subconsciously or consciously where it goes back to that time?
Back to here?
No, it's back to that age.
Oh, subconsciously, because it's already in you. It's already in you. But what I want, Mr. Erickson, is for you to get it out of you so you know when it's happening. So you know when you're being triggered. So when that emotional trap comes up, you know, this is what it's connected to. And you can actually shut your amygdala down, go to your prefrontal cortex, and make a good decision. As opposed to being like just slung back to this place, and then you're just out of control again, right? Because your thinking part is no longer in control. It's all emotion, all emotion. And we have some emotional traps that we get trapped in. Now, Mr. Jertson, so I'm going to tell you something. Between 13, 14, and 24, I'm going to write this down, like your prefrontal cortex is still developing. So it's actually soft. And it's actually, you can actually feel it, it's soft. What that means is that you are unstable during that time. Sometimes you can make a decision, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're this, sometimes you're that, right? It's hard because your prefrontal cortex is not quite there yet. So you rely a lot on your amygdala. All emotional based. Do I feel like it? Don't I feel like it? Do I like you? Do you like you? Do you think I'm cool? Da, 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 da. So then you have to be really careful and work on getting this prefrontal cortex working for you. Because, we say things like, you got to think about it, but you don't even know what thinking means. It is biological. It is scientific. It's right here. So then you actually have to say to yourself, Mr. Harris, you have to say to yourself words. You have to say to yourself, you know what? Yes, I feel like I'm being triggered to go get another joint. Like I'm being triggered to go and do something. And you know what? I'm going to make a decision right now. So what happens when you get to the place over here, hopefully biologically, about 25 is where your prefrontal cortex closes up. You're good to go now. But Mr. Williams, if you haven't dealt with all this other stuff, you will still go back to your traps. So are you all tracking with me? Mm-hmm. All right. So we have a deck, and we have critters in our yard. Okay, so little rodents, and I think they're called gophers. Are they called gophers? Gophers, the little ones. There's another name for them though. Chipmunks, gophers. We got squirrels. Yesterday, a raccoon came up. We got critters, right? It's just like they just come from some everywhere, because on the other side of our house, there's like woods, right? And mind you, we're in the middle of the city, but there's woods and there's critters. So these little rodents, these little gopher, what's the other name? Chipmunks. They just got out of control. And I'm sitting there on the deck, and I'm like, sweetheart, these little rodents are getting too comfortable. Literally, comfortable. So I look up, and Mr. Heron, there'll be a little rodent by my foot, looking at me like, what you doing here? And I'm like, no, I live here. What are you doing here? Right? I mean, just all over the place. So I made a decision, Mr. Jertson. Say decision. Say decision. See, you got to make some decisions about some things. You got to close up the prefrontal cortex and make yourself a decision. I made a decision. I'm like, sweetheart, I'm talking to my husband. We need to do something about these rodents. Mm-hmm. So he said, okay, Mr. Baker. We got him to the 4x4 Ford truck, and we went to Menards. And we picked up some rodent traps, Mr. Harris. Some rodent traps. See what a rodent trap is? Little rodent trap. Pat! You're just sitting there. Oh, yeah. So we're still talking about what I'm talking about here, right? So what I do is I just sit, Mr. Smith, and I watch. First I had to study. Say study.
Study.
Okay. I had to study the paths of the rodents. I could probably write a whole book about this. The paths of the rodents. That sounds like a good book. That sounds like a great book. Great book. I had to study them. I'm like, they go from here to there. Oh, then they come out here. Oh, I see them going from here to there. Oh, then they come out over here. I had to study them. Like some people are studying your life. Mr. Erickson, they know exactly how to trap you. They're studying you. They're studying your ups and your downs. They're studying you. Sure they do. And they know what your bait is. Because where does your bait come from? It comes right from here. There's some bait that you are susceptible to. Bait. It comes right out of there. It's the same bait that puts your amygdala on fire. Like some of you, messing with Pukiata. You know what Pukiata is? You know what Pukiata is. Bait. I'm amazed by Pukiata. She had the nerve to be calling you while you were incarcerated, and she wanted money from you. How is that? And she's on the outside. She can make money. Pukiata. We're talking about bait. Okay? This bait here comes right out of your past. Whatever it is you've experienced that you haven't dealt with becomes your bait. The same bait you were learning about when you were a teenager. Same bait. And these baits become a part of it. Okay, so I'm going back to my rodents. So I'm studying them. So first my husband put out the traps. He put out the traps with cheese. And I was like, okay. Rodents did not bite. They didn't want no cheese. You know why? Cheese wasn't their bait.
Yeah.
You better know what your bait is. Mr. Williams, you better know. Because it's going to show up sooner or later, and there's going to be a trap right next to it. So I just study them. Mr. Jerson, someone's studying you. They're looking to see what you do. You know how you do it. Right? What makes you upset? What doesn't? Sure. So I thought, this cheese isn't working. But I had mapped out where they run. When we went and got those new traps, I put some crackers on those traps. You know, crackers, like salt, like Ritz crackers. They got a little bit of salt on them. You want to nibble on those Ritz crackers? Yeah. And then I put those traps exactly where I know they're going to come out of. Because they got to come from underground. They're sniffing around. They're like, I smell that salt. I smell that bait. Just this morning. And sweetheart, there's one you got to pick up. When you get home, there's one. So this morning I was sitting there drinking my tea slow on the deck, which I do every morning, read my Bible and get my mind together. Because when you have a lot to say, you better get your mind right. Because I'm responsible for everything that's coming out of my mouth. God is holding me to it, right? So I got to make sure I give you what you're supposed to get today. And I'm sitting there, and here comes this little rodent. Just da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, okay. Looks at me. I look at it like, oh, okay. I got you. All right. So then I just sat back and watched it come in and out. I wanted to make sure it was its path. Like some of you need to stop walking down Broadway. You need to find a different way to get where you need to go. You need to stop going to Pukieta's house. Huh? It's bait. It's bait, Mr. Heron. It's bait. Right?
Sweet, man.
And right there on that bait, there's a trap. So When the little rodent didn't think I was looking, right? When do people think that you're not looking? The moment that you start looking like you are taking some progress in your life, that is when the trap gets set for you. Nobody's interested in you, Mr. Erickson, while you are down and out and on the side of the road just like them, while you're in the same cell with them. Not interested in you. Why? Because you're just running around with the rest of the rodents. Digging underground, running around, scooting around. Right? But when you decide that you want to do something and go somewhere, then they come to alert, like, hold it. Why is it that Mr. Erickson is acting different now? Why is he talking different? Why isn't he swearing every other word like he has never learned a word in his life? And our society, just so you know, our society that we are living in here now is messing us up. Don't go for it, okay? Don't go for it. Get a vocabulary. Learn how to speak well. Learn how to communicate well. Learn how to manage yourself, right? So, the rodent thought I wasn't looking. So when the rodent had gone about, sweetheart, I went and got one of those little traps. I went in the house and got some Ritz crackers, Mr. Smith. And I was calm about it too. Right? I was calm. Like some of the people who are putting traps up for you, they seem to be real cool. You actually thought they were your friend. Some of you thought they loved you. You actually thought they actually really cared about you. They're calm about it. Setting the traps. They set a trap. Say, someone's setting a trap for me. I just calmly set that trap, Mr. Smith. Put a little Ritz cracker on it. Then I put that trap exactly in their running path. Exactly where I knew they were going to come to. It's called a trap. And I thought to myself, what happens to our students? It's not that you're not smart, you're smart. You are smart men. As a matter of fact, you're brilliant. It's not that you're not talented, you're talented men. But what you are is you're not careful about your emotional traps. You're not careful about what your bait is. You don't understand what your bait is, and so you get trapped every time. And as of today, say today. Today. All right? You are not, and I'm telling you, it was within minutes. I heard a pop, and all I saw was some little legs dangling. It was terrible. Our daughter, she goes, Mom, stop it. And I'm like, man, no business being here. They gotta go. They gotta go. Right? For you. First of all, coming out of your past, just out of your past, I'm talking about your lessons here, lessons. Okay? From those lessons, what is your personal bait? First of all. Second of all, and who are the people in your life who knows how to set that trap for you? First, what's your bait? Second, who's setting the trap? So if you want to change your life, you're going to have to pay attention to those two things. And take some changes. Make some changes. We're going to talk about those changes in a minute. But first things first, you're doing some work. What's your bait? What are the lessons that you've learned? What is your bait? And who in your life is setting those traps right now? And you don't have to say their name. You can describe them. Pookietta number 5 in the red dress. You see what I'm saying? But you need to know who they are. Who is setting the trap? Now, as you have the conversation, you just need to be real with it, because when you get out of here and when you move, some of you, the trap is waiting in the parking lot for you. Some of you, it is at your house. Some of you, it's on Broadway. I don't know what your trap is, but you do have to know what is your bait and who is setting that trap for you. Because one thing I do know is that there is a trap, an emotional trap that you are likely to fall into. And until you understand what it is, you'll keep getting caught. You'll keep getting caught over and over and over again. Because somehow you will think that it's okay because you're used to going that way. Used to those people. And you find yourself in the same place you were trapped. And when you're trapped, you can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. You are done. And then you guess what? You gotta have to start all over again. Right? Okay, so in this conversation, two things. One, what are some lessons that you've learned from 0 to 10 that's helping you and not helping you? And two, out of that, what do you think is your personal bait? And then the third question we'll come to is, who's your who? Okay? You got those? Got those? Lessons? What is your bait? And who's your who? All right. Ready? Conversation? Okay, go ahead and start. You kind of learn from almost everything you do, okay? And I would say everything you do. So, whenever you go through a situation, ready? Okay, ready? You ready? Ready? Okay. Whenever you go to a situation, or you're done with a hard day at work, or you finished your project, or you finished, or you went through a situation with your family, or you've had hard conversations. At the end of every day, this is just a way to simply move your life forward. Okay, every day you ask yourself 3 questions. Okay, the first question is, what happened today? Okay, what happened? And that's just where you can get the facts. Get the facts out of your life. Like, what exactly happened? So you have the information of what happened, right? And then the second thing you ask yourself is, so what? And so what becomes the why. That's where you get to sort it out. Like, why did it happen? Okay, this thing happened, but why did it happen? So it gives you an ability just kind of, and it's called critical thinking. Critically thinking through and making sense of your life. Okay, and then the third question you have to ask yourself is, now what? And these are scientific questions. This is the way science gets to where they want to get to, right? And the question of now what is actually where you get to get new knowledge about yourself. This is where you get your lessons from. And I'm bringing this up because every time you get caught in an emotional trap, you have to ask yourself the question, what just happened? So what? Why did it happen? Why did I get caught? Now what? What lesson did I learn from that situation that you want to put into, we've been talking about the past, we want to put into right now your present, because we're getting those lessons, that's going to help with your future. Okay? So in this conversation that we just had, my first question, we'll just test this out, is, first of all, what were you doing in those conversations? What exactly were you doing? Anyone?
Listening.
Listening, that's so important. Say it again. Communicating, that's good. What else were you doing? Asking questions, that's great. Anything else? What were you doing? Processing, that's good. What else were you doing? Opening up, critical. Anything else? What else were you doing?
Non-judgmental.
Being non-judgmental, very, very important. Very, very important. You were dealing with, and that's called being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Right? You were being vulnerable. You were actually telling your story. What I'm asking you to do is some deep stuff. You know, I'm talking about trapping rodents, but the truth is I'm talking about trapping you. Trapping your life. Okay? So why do you think, so what? Why did I want you having this particular conversation? This is an employment program. Why did I want you having this type of conversation? Anyone? For therapy? You feel like you're in therapy right now? Mr. Williams. I've had people say that 30 minutes with me really was more than 30 years of therapy. So I understand, absolutely. But what is it? Helping you figure it out, right? Go ahead. Someone else, why? Absolutely. Difficult questions, difficult situations, conflict, absolutely. Mr. Jertson, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Why do I want you having these conversations?
You wanted us to open up.
Open up. That's good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Did anyone out of this conversation, did anyone have a new, like an aha, like a new lesson learned, like a revelation, something occurred to you? Mr. Ward.
Yes, I realized that I had a lot of assets, a lot of pressure, a lot of things great for senior. It's really stuff in my disposal. Really a lot of you guys
Excellent. Excellent. You got some resources. You have some assets. Love that. Love that. Anyone else? Anyone else with a aha or something you realized in these conversations?
I need to stop where I look at the world through my experiences. It's kind of been, this class has definitely kind of hit me to that. And for what it is at that moment, not just what I'm looking for.
It's good. That's good. Excellent. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Mr. Heron.
I mean, I realize that change must happen, and that has to come from where you go. All these situations seem similar, and if you don't change for yourself,
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you're just going in a circle. The only thing that's different for you, Mr. Heron, is you're getting older. Same circle, you're just getting older. And maybe you're gonna get so old, you're gonna slow down, you're gonna just be going like, but it's gonna be the same circle. Same circle, right? This conversation, is this a short one? Keep working on that. Keep working on that. Now, here's the solution to your emotional traps. How do you get out of an emotional trap? You got to do a few things, okay? Number one, you have to realize that you have, let me put it blue here, you have the power to do so. You have what is called personal power. Okay? You have the power to change your life. You were born with it. You came out of your mother's womb with it. No matter what your color, culture, ethnicity, no matter what you have or didn't have, no matter what happened between 0 and 10, you were still operating in personal power. You still had it. It is in you and you're loaded with it. Now, personal power becomes your literal tool to activate any change in your life, Mr. Smith, because personal power is what gives you the ability to make a decision. Right here. Wrong board. To make a decision. Say decision. I can't make a decision. Brother Shane can't make a decision. Your team can't make a decision. Personal power is what God gave you. And here's what's so amazing about personal power is that because your Creator put it in you, it was given to you to use. Not even your Creator can overrule your personal power. Mr. Smith, I don't care what. If you decide to do it, not even God can stop you. Why? Because you were already given that power to do so. God can't change your mind. You actually have to allow God to come in and change you. You literally, Mr. Smith, have to say, I give up, God. I know you must be there somewhere because you created me. And so I need you to help me make better decisions. But it's on you. It's all on you. Mr. Baker, it is all on you. You can do whatever it is you want to do. And I can tell you, every last one of you are where you are because of your decisions. Nobody locked you up. You locked you up. The only thing that anyone can do to you, really, that they can really do to you, is just, people can take advantage of you. But the question is, what are you going to do with that? People can do stuff to you, but the question is, what are you going to do with that? If you've had some people violate you or do stuff to you, we all have. Everyone goes through something. Yeah. The question is not what you go through. The question is, what are you going to do with it? The question is, what's going to be your lesson from that, and what decision are you going to make because of it? Why we can do this work and do it well, Mr. Erickson, is because we actually believe and know that you can change. If we didn't believe and know that, we couldn't work with you. Because there would be no reason to do it. Because we wouldn't believe that you can leave whatever is behind and move forward. Whatever is behind you. You have gotten the facts, you've gotten the information, you've learned what you learned, you got your lesson, you did your forgiveness, now it's time to move forward. Yeah. Now for some of you, you are so connected to subtractors. You want to move forward? You're connected to subtractors. And you, for whatever reason, you don't want to let them go. But the truth of the matter is that every time you try to move forward, what do? They pull you back. Where do they pull you back to? This is key. Yeah. Nope. Past. The past. And when they pull you back to your past, where do you go right back to? Right here. Same stuff all over again. What happens? Your amygdala goes on fire. What happens? You get into an emotional trap. You're trapped now. So here you are trying to make a decision. You make a decision. Remember, there are people watching you. Your subtractors are watching you. The moment that you make a decision and you want to move forward, a subtractor comes and gets right back to you. And if you're not careful to shake them off, shake them off, shake them off. Stand up real quick, all of you. Because you got to do this, I'm telling you. Nothing gonna change. Nothing gonna change. You all right, buddy? Working it out? Okay? Say decision. Say decision. Okay. The moment that because you have the power to make a decision. Say, I have the power to make a decision. I have the power to make a decision. Say, I was born with the power to make a decision. I was born with the power to make a decision. Now, what happens is as soon as you start making decisions that are good for you, yep. As soon as you start moving away and refuse to give in to the bait, as soon as you start beginning to move forward, subtractors are going to come up. And they're going to pull you right back to your past, unless you shake them off. So shake them off. Shake them off. Say shake them off. Shake them off. So I want you all to practice shaking them off. Shake them off. Shake them off. You guys just shake them off. Shake them off. Mr. Ward, I'm telling you, come on, Mr. Churchill, you got to shake them off. Mr. Towel, you got to shake. You know, they're all on your head. They're on your shoulders. Some of you got them on your foot. You got to shake them. They're on your back. They're crawling all over you. Shake them off. Shake off Pukieta. Shake off your PO. Shake them off. Huh? Shake off DOC. Shake off those houses. Shake them off. Shake them off, Mr. Harris. Just shake them off. You hear what I'm saying to you? And how do you shake them off? Tell me. Number one way to shake a person off. Huh? Number one way to shake a person off. Yeah. Is what? Move around. Move around. I know. In other words,
Hey,
you are not.
move around. I'm
you
not
can
waiting around here.
move
I'm
around.
out of here.
You're not going to spend 1 second with them. Not one bit of your time. Because when you give people your time, you're saying, I actually believe I'm supposed to be hanging with you. When your cell phones, your cell phone, is there a red dot on your cell phone? When they call and you see the red thing on your cell phone, hit the button. It's true? That red button? Huh? Some of the cell phones are all cool now. You got to slide them on. Don't slide. Just hit the red button. Don't hit the button that says, I'll call you later. Do not call them later. Hit the red button. And then after a while, get them out of your phone, Mr. Heron. Get her out of your phone.
Yeah, he said move around.
Shake them off. And make a decision to change. Say decision to change.
Decision to change.
There's 3 things you can do. 1, understand that you have the power to change. 2, make a decision. And 3, you gotta take action. You gotta do something now. You gotta know what your bait is, refuse to give into it. Know what your bait is, refuse to give into it. Whatever it may be. And your bait could be inside of you too. You're so stuck in yourself. You're so stuck in who hurt you and your pain and you're depressed and you're anxious. It's foolishness. You tell yourself who you want to be. I am strong. I am powerful. I am valuable. And get up and do what you need to do. Put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. This is my life.
This is my life.
Say it like you mean it. This is my life.
This is my life.
And I get to change it.
I get changed.
When I want to.
When I want to.
How I want to.
How I want to.
If I want to.
If I want to.
Because the Creator gave it to me.
Because the Creator gave it to me.
And that makes me
That makes me
very valuable,
very nice.
very important,
Very important.
very lovable,
Very lovable.
and extremely powerful.
And extremely powerful.
And my power is
My power is
my ability.
my ability.
Now let me stop there for a second. It's your ability. I can't use your power for you, Mr. Harris. You can leverage my power. Like on Friday, you're going to leverage my power. You know why? Because there's going to be some employers here, and they're going to employ you, Mr. Williams, just because that you know Dr. Verna and Brother Shane. It's the only reason they're going to give you a chance. And they're going to say, Dr. Verna, I will give him a chance. You know why? Because I am leveraging your power on their behalf. I'm a multiplier for you. You hear what I'm saying? But it's your power. It's your ability. But you got to use that. My power is
My power is
my ability
my ability.
to think a new positive thought,
To think a new positive thought.
to see a new positive vision,
See a new positive vision.
to speak new positive words,
Speak new positive words.
to write new positive goals,
Write new positive goals.
and do something new and positive
Do something new and positive.
with my life,
My life.
with my family,
My family.
with my community,
My community.
with my world,
My world.
by taking a new positive action step. Take that step, Mr. Jerson. Take that step. Step forward. Mr. Harris, Mr. Harris, Mr. Harris, take a step forward. Take that step. Let your body know that you're going to go forward. Just go forward. Just go forward. There you go. Step up. Step up. There, that's good. That's good. So, in finishing your lesson today, I said I was going to teach you how to make that change. Didn't I? Okay? So the question becomes, what did you learn about how to make that change? Give me one thing, then we'll be done. What did you learn about how to make that change? What are you going to have to do?
My choice.
You got to make a decision. It's your choice. Right? You got to take action.
Move around.
All right. Yes, sir. You're going to have to move around. Mr. Harris, what you going to have to do?
Take things into my own hands.
Hey. That's good. No, don't be taking no one out now, Mr. Harris. You come and talk to me first, okay? We'll sit down. We'll figure it out.
I got some stuff to work on first.
That's right. And deal with the fact that you're going to have to do that. Yes, sir.
Decline.
Hmm?
Like,
Press decline.
Press decline.
Hey, that's
Hang up. They used to call hang up. You know, the old time phones used to take the phone and go bam. Yeah, take your cell phone and go bam. Just bam. Yes, sir.
forward.
Move forward. What you gonna do to move forward? Take that step. That's good. Yes, sir. Mr. Smith. What you gonna do? Or just take your action to move forward. Yep, that's good. Mr. Baker? Make some changes. Make some changes. Know what your bait is. Refuse to get trapped. Use your power to make a decision to change. And now it's time to take action. You know what I'm saying to you? You all have been good students. Thank you very much. On Friday, just so you know, I am going to ask you a few questions. So hopefully you'll study your notes and you'll know and you'll be ready for the test on Friday. But I will test you on Friday in front of all the employers. All right? Yeah? 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 Okay. All right. And just kind of Dr. Verna trivia. I read my own book. This is what mine looks like now. Okay? Just so you know. You're not the only one that reads that book. I read the book for myself. Because it's not my work. It's the work that's been given to me to give to you. So do your work. All right, we'll see you later. Any questions, any thoughts, any comments? I have like 2 minutes.
You'll sign books at the graduation.
I will do it. Bring your book, please.
All right, give her another hand, y'all.